Nowzad first started back in 2006 when I was a serving Royal Marine Commando down in Helmand Province. I never went there to obviously promote animal welfare or start anything like this, but we were actually out on patrol and we came across a dogfight. We broke up that dogfight, not realising though that one of those dogs was actually going to adopt me. We named him Nowzad because of the town we were actually in. That dog Nowzad actually befriended me and became sort of like my 5 minutes of just not being in Afghanistan. I'd come in off patrol, I could sit with him and just pretend I wasn't there. And so at the end of 6 months I couldn't bear to leave him behind, so I hatched a cunning plan to get him out of Afghanistan and back to the UK and into quarantine. The lad and Diego. Good boy.
Nowzad for me, it's about making a difference, not just for the animals of Afghanistan, but to promote animal welfare, encourage pet ownership amongst the local Afghan community, and obviously the big one is to help reduce the cases of rabies that are in this country. These animals don't have a voice other than ours, so it's up to us to advocate for them and make sure that they do get heard, and it is working. As you can see, it works. This little man had no chance and now he's beating me up.
The dog's vaccinated, it's neutered, and then it comes here while we try and find a home for it. That may be with locals, or it may actually be to the west. We get them to a home in America or to England. Other dogs here are waiting to actually go to their soldiers. Some of these dogs have been found on the front lines. The soldier wants to take the dog home with them, so they'll then bring the dog to us.
Unexpectedly, we had an opportunity to send a dog to America to be trained as a PTSD service dog for a soldier or a veteran that was suffering from PTSD. With these animals, a lot of the soldiers that are suffering with the PTSD that get these animals have actually seen the animals in Afghanistan. They've obviously seen the plight of them, and it's like there's an experience shared between them. So it's something, both dog and soldier, familiar territory, and often, it may be that perhaps the dog is the only one that really will understand. If you talk to the dog's not going to talk back, it's going to be there for you regardless of what you say. And it's sort of an inside gut feeling of the dog knows what I'm going through.
One of the most poignant rescues that we ever had to come through the Nowzad Clinic and Shelter was the story of Peg and Private Conrad Lewis of the Parachute Regiment. Conrad was serving down in Helmand Province. We obviously knew nothing about him until I got a phone call back in England from a guy called Tony Lewis, which is Conrad's dad. And Tony told me outright that his son had been killed by a Taliban sniper just a month before. And his son was actually looking after a dog called Peg. And all the letters that Conrad had written home and the phone calls he had made had been about this dog Peg, and how he was basically bringing comfort to the guys and was just a positive distraction from what they were doing. And Conrad also mentioned that he would at some point like to try and get Peg a home in the UK. And obviously the father, Tony, had said to me, right, well, that was my son's wish, can you make it happen? And we managed to get Peg out of Helmand and up to the shelter. And then just over 2 years ago now, we were able to reunite the family with the dog that their son had always been talking about. And for us, that's still one of our, like I said, the most poignant rescue and the most meaningful rescue we've ever done.